we are doing the experiment diffraction grating. The aim of the experiment is to determine the wavelength of a given laser source using diffraction grating. Here we have the laser source, semiconductor diode laser it is. For this laser we have to find the wavelength. What is the wavelength of this laser source? Then the apparatus used in the experiment are, here we have the laser source, semiconductor diode laser. Then we have grating, this is called grating, and a screen with graph sheet pasted on it. You can see grating separately, I will show it again. This is a grating. Here we are using grating. A grating, it is actually a device used to find the diffraction of light. Grating is used to find the diffraction of light. Diffraction is the bending of light due to an obstacle. When there is an obstacle, the light bends. So here the grating acts as the obstacle for the light. So what is this grating made up of? How it bends the light? The grating, you can see on this, they have written 600 L per millimeter. Though there are another two gratings, we have three gratings within one piece here. So we are using the first one, that is 600 lines per millimeter. It means this grating is constructed by drawing 600 lines per millimeter within 1 millimeter length, or if you convert in centimeters it becomes 6000 lines. There are 6000 parallel and all equidistant lines drawn within 1 centimeter length, and wherever this light is there, the line is there, it is opaque for the light. Light cannot pass through this line region, but in between two lines there is a small gap. This gap is transparent for the light. It is like window for the light. We call this small gap as slit. It is called as slit. You can see the diffraction pattern on the screen now. Light from the laser falls on the grating. We are using the first grating having 600 lines per millimeter. So the grating acts as obstacle, the slit in the grating act as obstacle, and bending of light takes place called as diffraction. So we get the diffraction pattern on the screen. This is the central zeroth order. We have first order on left side, first order on right side, second order on left side, and second order on the right side. So the diffraction pattern has central zeroth order, first order on either side, second order on both left and right hand side. The wavelength of the laser source, we are using Bragg's diffraction formula given by n lambda is equal to d sin theta, or lambda is equal to d sin theta by n, where the small d is the slit width which can be calculated using the number of lines. So sin theta n will get it from the table. Then small n is the order of diffraction. If it is first order, n is 1, and for second order n is equal to 2. The unit for wavelength is, either we will write it in centimeter, meter or angstrom units. At the tabular column, we are going to take the readings for two trials, that is distance between grating and the screen. From the grating to the screen, we are going to have two trials with two different distances, that is one is 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Here order n is, first order 1, n is 1, and for second order n is 2. First order n is 1, second order n is 2. Then distance between nth order maxima. Distance between nth order maxima, we will record it from the table. This is 2xn, we will take it both on left and right hand side, so it is taken as 2xn. Reduce it to only one side, then it becomes xn. This is the distance, so it is in centimeter. Then we will calculate the bending angle theta equal to tan inverse xn divided by capital D. Then sin of theta, then lambda is d sin theta by n. This is in centimeter, then we will convert lambda into angstrom units. Told from the table, we have to first set the distance between grating and the screen. This is screen and the grating. So we have to set this distance. First trial is for 4 centimeter. So I have to move this grating so that the distance is set to 4 centimeter from the screen. So I am setting the distance to 4 centimeter. This is my first adjustment. I have set the distance to 4 centimeter. Then you have to make sure the central 0th order is exactly at the 0 on the scale. On my scale, on the graph sheet we have made a scale, centimeter scale as it is in the graph it is. So 0 and 0th order should coincide. This is first adjustment. Then you have to make sure your first order on left side and right side is appearing, and second order on left side and second order on the right side are nearly at same point. This is my second order is at 4 point something on this side and other side it is 4.1 or 2. With small adjustment I will make sure they are both around same point. So my first order on left hand side is at 1.5, first order on the right hand side is 1.5, second order here is around 4.5 and second order on the right hand side is also around 4.5. So I can start taking the readings now. First we have to take the reading between nth order maxima. Nth order means n is 1. First order maxima means from this first order till the next first order. So what is this distance? This is 1.5 on this side, 1.5 on the other side. So total distance you can read from the graph, it is 3 centimeter. So I can write the distance of nth order maxima 2xn, because xn on left side, xn on the right side. So it becomes 2xn. So this total distance 2xn is 3 centimeter. Then nth order distance between nth order maxima for second order 2x2. 2x2 means second order, from this second order spot to the next second order. So what is this distance between both second orders? You have to check. This is around 4.5. 4.5 on the other side means it becomes 9 centimeter on both the sides. Once you record the reading for 4 centimeter, then vary the distance between the screen and the grating to 6 centimeter. Now we have to vary the distance from 4 centimeter to 6 centimeter. I have set the distance to 6 centimeter now. This distance is 6 centimeter and my 0th order is coinciding with 0 in the graph sheet. So 0 and 0 coinciding. Look at second order, it is around 6.6 or 7. On the other side it is nearly 6. So small adjustment to make them appear at nearly same point. So around 6.5 they are appearing now. So now I can take the readings. This is 0th order. So now I have to measure the distance between nth order maxima. Nth order maxima means first order maxima I will take first. First order on left hand side to the first order on the right hand side. You have to measure this distance. Either you can use a scale and take the distance, or directly from the graph sheet you can even read the readings. This is 2.2 on this side, 2.2 on this side. So total it becomes 4.4. So my first order distance between both the first orders is 4.4. Then distance between the second order maxima 2x2 is from 6.5 till this 6.5 or 6.6, nearly 13 you will get the reading. So write down the readings in the table, rest part you can do the calculation. I have written my readings here in the tabular column. First reading was for the distance between grating and screen to be 4 centimeter. So for 4 centimeter distance between the grating and screen, the first order separation, that is from first order on left hand side to the first order on the right hand side, the distance was 3 centimeter. Then the distance between second order on left hand side, second order on right hand side was 9 centimeter. Then for the second trial, 6 centimeter distance between the screen and grating, the first order separation was 5 centimeter and second order separation was 14.6 centimeter. So what we have to do in the next column is, this is the distance 2xn in centimeter. Now we have to write xn in centimeter, that is it will be half of this. So directly I will write half of this as 1.5 and 4.5, then 2.5 and half of this I have written here. Once you calculate xn, we can calculate theta, the bending angle, as tan inverse xn by d. So tan inverse, we have to first now we will calculate theta equal to tan inverse xn by d. First you have to calculate this bracket term xn by d, then take tan inverse of answer. So xn is 1.5, d is capital D, separation between both screen and grating 4, 1.5 by 4, the answer, and tan inverse of answer is 20.55. Similarly, you will do it for the other 3 readings. Once you get theta, then take sine of angle, you will get 0.351. Then we can calculate lambda, the wavelength of the laser source, given by d, small d, it is the separation slit width, 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 4. Sine of theta we have already calculated, divided by n is 1 for first order, because it is first order reading that we are doing calculation for, so n is 1. So now it is 5.847 into 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter. Then we have written the answer in angstrom units. Similarly, you will do the calculation for other 3 readings and write the final wavelength. Finally, the result we have to take average of all the 4 wavelengths and write the mean wavelength of the laser source as 6224 angstrom units. To convert from centimeter to angstrom unit, I will just give the hint. The answer is in centimeter is 5.847 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter. What I have to do now? I have to make it into angstrom unit. So 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter is 1 angstrom, or 10 to the power minus 10 meter is 1 angstrom. So to make it minus 8, what I have done? Multiply with minus 3 and plus 3. 10 to the power minus 3, 10 to the power plus 3 means it doesn't make any difference. So 10 to the power minus 5 into minus 3 is 10 to the power minus 8, and extra I have 10 to the power 3. So I will multiply the 10 to the power 3 with 5.847, so that it becomes 5847. 1, 2, 3 points get shifted, so it becomes 5847 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. This minus 8 centimeter is nothing but 1 angstrom unit. So my final answer is 5847 angstrom units. This is how we convert from centimeter to angstrom, and finally you will write the result as average of all the 4 wavelengths.